Sorry about the late stream. Sorry about the late stream. Honestly, it feels like forever since I streamed, and I don't even know. Like, this all feels weird, even though it's only been, the regular days. I don't know why. Maybe it's just that Tuesday. That beautiful Tuesday. I don't know. And also because maybe today or yesterday it felt more like a. Yesterday was weird. Yesterday felt like a Sunday for some weird reason. I don't know why. But let's send out the links to everyone so everyone can join in on this beautiful, nice, fun activity that we call. What do we call it? There's a store in Discord now? Ew. Why is there a store? There shouldn't be stores on Discord. I don't know what that accent or I don't know what I was doing there, but it's me complaining about how Discord shouldn't have a store because why? Why? Why does it have one? Here you go. Let's let's plug my shit in here and plug it right in there. That's me singing. It's me singing. It's weird. If today feels like very weird, it's do not explain it. Do not explain it at all. Um, use password to log in. Oh, god damn it, I gotta log into. Oh, there you go. I'm like, god damn it, I gotta log into Tumblr, and then remembered I saved my Tumblr password. So that's okay. That's okay. How are you guys doing today? Planet Chris is here. Atlas is here. And Moses is here. Hello. Hello, my dudes. Hello. What do you call... Oh, I don't know if I want to read this joke. I don't know about you, but, definitely don't want to end up on the bad side of YouTube. Which, is there really a bad side of YouTube? I mean, there really isn't. I mean, I don't think there is. I don't think there is. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to end up like Leafy, whose channel just completely just died. It just tanked and just passed away completely. I don't want to end up like that. However, I'm for the sake but I don't think like I don't think YouTube really kills people off, you know? I don't think YouTube really kills people off. And here's why I don't think YouTube kills people off. I don't think YouTube kills people off because what was it? You still got the toy channels. I mean, you still got channels that are like kind of eh. They're still there. They're still there. Don't know why they're still there, but they are. What's going on? What's going on? Joke. What do you call a dinosaur when sleeping? A dinosaur. See, that's a wholesome joke. I'm not. The good side of YouTube is when YouTube won't load. Oh, that's a beautiful side of YouTube. That's a beautiful side of YouTube. Let's get this game started. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. We haven't played this game in a while, and I don't even know what was going on in the last episode, but I know that Sheffy said stuff was about to happen in this game. Let me just load it right up. There you go. There you go. Nice. Oh my gosh. I love that my hair's see-through. I love that my hair's see-through. Look at that. It's even more see-through today than it was ever in its life. Oh jeez. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. Next, you guys, if you ever want to stream, if you ever want to dye your hair and be a streamer, don't dye your hair green. If you have a green screen, right back here, do not do it. It's not worth it. You're gonna regret it. I'm not lying to you guys. However, I don't regret my hairstyle. I like the hairstyle. Just don't like that the green screen heavily like decided to, not work. Thank goodness. We need the black. We need the black to excuse everything. There you go. What's going on? I hope it's a game that I like on VR? Question mark? What do you mean a game that you like on VR? Tell me about that. Here, I'm gonna skip this cutscene. I'm gonna wait. Maybe I can load. There you go. I can load. Nice. Okay. Well, what's going on? What's going on with that VR stuff? Just saying that if I'm writing or replying to anything, then I'm off. Wait, if I'm not replying, oh, okay, then you're offline. To rest. 'Cause my leg hurts. Dang. I hope you're okay, Planet Chris. I really hope you're okay. Um, that hair makes you look like you're about to say, guys, I don't feel so good. I don't feel so good. Oh man, mod me and I will show you the link to what is okay. I think here I can look it up. I can look it up. It's all good. HTC Vive or Viv. The only reason why I don't want to mod is because I did say I was going to mod people at 150 subs. So whenever we reach 150, I'll mod another person. But let me see. HTC Vive. That shit's expensive though. I don't even know if I'll be able to afford that ever in my life. Wait, is that like... Oh, that looks pretty cool. Oh, that looks pretty cool. On Steam. How much is this? I don't have a VR headset though. So that's the only thing. I don't have a VR headset, so I can't like do all of that. God damn. Oh my god. Jeez, this thing's available for $500. I will never be able to afford that. Let's get right into this. What the hell is this? A massive room stretched out in front of them, more cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive. Wait, oppressive? Was it oppressing us? And it bore down on 4 companions. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of bed. They were simple things, little more than a pipe and thin mattresses. Is this a hospital? He had at last been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room. The room swarmed with a harsh, biting smell of antiseptic. What's going on? Well, it doesn't hurt as much as 2 days ago, so at least it's getting better. That's good, viewer. Mod me, and I'll show you the thing. Bella, I can search it up, because I said I'd mod certain people at some point. Enter Bella. Bish, I don't trust you. I mean, look, I kind of know of Moses. I remember Moses. However, I gotta stick to my word of not modding people until 150 subs. That's how I get my deadlines. That's how I get my deadlines done. If I get my deadlines done, if we get 150 subs, yes, I'll mod you. However, I could just search it up. You know, just tell me what it is and I'll search it up. There you go. Let's see. In the center of the room were shelves stacked with machines, and under a medical devices, the function of which Junpei did not know. More importantly, however, on the back wall of the room, there were 4 doors. 3 of them were emblazoned with a large single-digit number made in thick red paint. The door on the left was labeled 3. The second door on the left had no number, but the third had been given a name 7. And the rightmost door had an 8. There could be no doubt that there were numbered doors. It did strike Junpei as strange, however, when the door between 3 and 7 should be blanked. Should be blank. What he wondered, what could it mean? What could it mean? How about PS4 VR? I would like that. I don't have a PS4, however. I don't have a PS4, and I know for sure that how much is the PS4 VR? Let me look this up real quick. Let me look up this PS4 VR. I'm pretty sure it can't be that much, really. Like maybe $100. PS4 VR. Because I definitely want to try doing some VR videos with you guys, but the only thing is I can only afford the VR on the phone, and because it's free. Let me see. Wow. Wow. PS4 VR. PS4 VR really do be $300. I don't think I'm all for that $300 life, my dude. I just wished it wasn't $300. I would totally do it if it wasn't, you know. God damn. How many video games are even in VR? I would play Resident Evil 6 in VR if I could get the PS4 VR. That actually looks pretty cool. Let's see, what kind of games are there? I know for sure Super Hot's another one of them that you could play. Jeez. Until Dawn. There's the Until Dawn game. I might have to think about this one. I might have to think about this one. I kind of like the idea of it being VR. I mean, because I know for sure that the PS4 can handle it. The only thing is I don't have the money for it. Washing dishes, BRB. Okay. Sheffy, you better scrub them hard and good. Maybe ask PS4 VR or HG. I could try. I could only imagine that's gonna be an arm and a leg. I would try to see if, like, maybe they'll have a Black Friday sale. Because I can't really, like, I don't think I could ask for anything like that. Like, the most I can ask for is probably like, hey, can you give me this cheap-ass game that's, like, $10? But, you mean Resident Evil 7? Oh, is it Resident Evil 7 that's in, VR? Yes, I mean that. The most recent one that was in VR that everyone played. Or I could play something else. Let's take a look at the doors. My hair is invisible. I'll fix that, kinda.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Chunibei headed towards the door, weaving his way between the beds. He started at door 3, and on the left he moved to the right until he reached door 8. Damn, does that mean we have to split up again? Damn.
It's no use. Well, of course. If it was easy to open these doors, there would be no point to the non-already game. We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't. Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look at the display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you remember the red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it was vacant.
Oh yeah, you're right. Good thing is my birthday on the 13th of December, so more presents! Whoop! Our December birthday, that's gotta be sexy. My dude. That is hype. Wow. December 13th.
But this one, there's nothing on it. Right.
I wonder if it's broken.
Only one way to find out.
Oh, was that me saying that? It didn't respond. It took all 4 turns placing the hands over the red, but it refused to respond. They pulled at the lever, but it still did nothing. As they soon discovered, it was only the red of the door 8 that was behaving strangely. The red on the door 7 also refused to respond. Oh, it wasn't just the red on, and the door 3 was similar. Silent. None of them would respond. What did it mean?
I knew it. They're broken.
Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
No! That's impossible. Do you really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid simple mistake?
Maybe, but doesn't explain why this thing ain't working. It was at that moment that they heard a voice from behind them. I believe the bottom of the device has been removed. They spun around to see. Snake! Snake! It's Snake. Snake! I'm also asking HTC Vive for Christmas. Nice! Because it's fun for me. That's awesome. I hope you get it for Christmas, dude. That sounds pretty cool. Let me know if you enjoy it. Let me know if you enjoy it. I don't know if you have the PS4 one, but if you have the PS4 one and the VR one, and you get it for Christmas, or you get the VR one for Christmas, then let me know which one's better. Let me know which one's better. They spun around to see, but it was it was more than just Snake. Ace, Clover, 7 quickly fled into the room as well. Although they were glad to see another, it wasn't terribly surprising that they had. If it had been the other party who'd opened the gate in front of the kitchen, it wasn't unreasonable to bump into each other eventually. The rest of the Snakes team, however, did look rather surprised.
How?
How did you guys? How did you end up here?
After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone suddenly began to talk, despite desperate to exchange information. Jeez, I'm so bad at reading. Is he Snake? Because Snake Eyes, get it? He's blind. Snake Eyes. I'll leave. Well, I mean, that is right. His name is Snake is because the reason why his name is Snake is because Snake Eyes on the dice, but he is blind, which is weird. It's weird that he's blind. But more importantly, I just kind of thought of him as Snake from Metal Gear Solid. By the way, my old cheap VR is broken. And it's not an HTC Vive or a PS4 Vive. It's phone VR. Ah, I get what you mean. I have a phone VR too. I just never use it. I mean, I have a VR headset for the phone, but I just never use it. They talked about the rooms they had been through and how they ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of a smile, almost as though they had already forgotten about the death of the 9th man. No, thought Junpei. Perhaps it wasn't. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way. No, the 9th man had died, but they were still alive, and that was something to be happy about. A sort of smile, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive. Still alive. He felt so sorry for the 9th man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive.
There you have it. Another half of the story.
His part finished, Ace fell silent. For a moment, Junpei was silent in thought when he spoke. Okay, let me see. If I've got all of this straight. When you guys were here, the bases for reds were already gone. And you looked all over the room, but you couldn't find anything. So you figured that there might be something in the hallway and all those doors?
So, you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices?
Uh-huh.
So you followed
the voices and came back here?
Sorry.
Indeed. And that was how we found you.
Junpei examined the 3 reds again, just in case. On the bottom of each was a long, thin gap. It looked like slots for something, probably something electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the reds isn't active, we can't keep going.
Well, what about the hallway over there? Isn't there anything else we can do? We can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Hospital rooms? That's what's behind all those doors?
Yes.
There are a number of individual rooms in addition to the large one.
I'm alive!
Hi, Alive, I'm Atlas. Why did you name me this, wait, why did you name me this way? Why did you name me this way? Oh, man. Gives Bella the kid 100 waters. I need 100 waters. Thank you for the 100 waters. Oh, man. Even though in this game we are completely underwater, but at least we got 100 waters. Maybe if we pour enough purified water into the ocean, would that make the ocean purified? No, I'm just kidding. That would be stupid. Don't do that. There are some door at the end.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good feel of it, because I can't see, remember? Believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
Not again. Those goddamn things are everywhere.
I wonder what they all mean.
For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in thought. While we're asking, what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like this. Came out of what exactly? Came out of what? What do you mean? Because when you came out, you were alive. Oh, okay. How old are you again? Well, let's see. Of all the people, it was 7 who answered, and with a calm confidence.
Well, I figured it's probably a hospital ship. Chances are it's a gigantic.
Wait, it's the gigantic. The gigantic? Junpei looked confused. So did everyone else.
What is this gigantic?
7 knit his eyebrows for a moment, then began to explain.
The gigantic?
Oh, time for explaining. He explained that she had been a sister ship of the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. The Titanic had 2 sister ships, who were identical to one another, and nearly every aspect of the gigantic was one of them. Joke. What do you call Mario when jumping? Jumping. A Jumpman. Jumpman Mario. Jumpman Mario. Back when he was announced. She was identical. She was initially intended to be the passenger liner, like the Titanic, but soon after the ship was launched, the First World War began, and she was pressed into duty by the British Navy as a hospital ship. Sometime later, the Gigantic was damaged by the German mine in the Aegean Sea. She managed to run around after the incident and consequently was not sunk. What then happened to the Gigantic after her fateful encounter in the Aegean Sea? One theory ran through the man named Lord Gordian, purchased her. Lord Gordian, it seemed, had been one of few survivors of the Titanic tragedy, and the trauma had turned him into an obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. As his obsession deepened, he had begun to desire the Titanic itself. That, of course, was impossible. The Titanic laid at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. The Gigantic, however, had not suffered such a dire fate, and as she was identical to her sister ship, she caught Lord Gordian's eye. You see, son, whoever you are, then when a Tim and a Puffball love each other very much, they order pizza, and the delivery boy gave us a box with you inside. There you go. So, you're saying this Lord Gordian bought this ship?
Yeah. At least I think I am. That's impossible. No way we're in some boat. It's almost 100 years old.
Pipe down and just pay attention. What's that is?
What's that? Wait, what? That's it?
Well, have you got any proof?
Proof?
Proof that the ship is really the gigantic.
Well, the ship's got a lot of stuff like the Titanic and the hospital ship. So I just figured.
Oh, goodness, don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I got more.
Like?
Well, I mean.
Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth.
I don't know.
Lotus sighed and shook her head.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, wait a minute. Memory isn't back? Junpei felt legitimately shocked by what seemed to be a new and very important information. Summon Slenderman at Bella the Kids. Oh no, why would you summon Slenderman at my house? Oh god, no! And then like everything turns static. And then Slenderman shows up. You have no idea what you're talking about, do you, Atlas? Oh, wait, what? Oh. Maybe he doesn't. Just curious, Bella, but, did you take the bookmark from Santa? Yes, I did. I took the bookmark from Santa, because otherwise he's gonna be a crying son of a bitch. Or maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe he was gonna need that later. I don't fucking know. Maybe I was gonna need that later. I assumed I was gonna need it, and I was probably gonna need it to, like, I don't know, open some shit. I have no idea. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as though he had, said something very strange. He decided to revise his attitude for the next question. Wait, was I the only one that didn't know? Everyone nodded.
Why?
Why?
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't tell you that, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing before I woke up.
A what? Then, almost as if to save Junpei from further embarrassment. Damn. A bell began to ring from far away. It sounded as though it was a clock at the main stairway. Yeah, let's see if I can make this a little louder. Junpei counted Avery's chime carefully. 10, 11, 12.
It's midnight.
Here,
Well, we've got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts of the Reds.
What do you mean, find? How on earth do you propose we do that?
I wonder which door you will go through. Me too. I wonder too. You know what? Maybe I should stick close to Santa unless June decides I don't want to be with Santa anymore. Then I'm going to be like, I'm going to have to leave you, Santa, because June's getting all shady and shit, and he gave me the bookmark. Santa's going to die. Santa's going to die because I took his bookmark. He needed the bookmark. I get it. Gives Bella a kid a pill to control you to turn off the stream. What? Why would you do that? Why? That's so mean. We've looked everywhere in this room. That only leaves one place to look.
One?
Well, I guess that's not really, right.
What? Don't tell me you mean we need to search all of the other rooms.
Don't freak out. We already searched 4 of them.
4 rooms?
We split up, and the rest between the 4 of us. or the 8 of us, sorry, each person does 6 rooms, and there'll be 48 rooms, right?
So, there are 48 rooms left.
Her earlier experiences had apparently not encouraged Lotus to trust Seven. Seven scratched his head awkwardly. Oh no. After a little more discussion, they split up and headed to the rooms and began searching them. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from fore to after to aft. They also determined when they would return to report their findings the next time the clock sounded the time. When it did, they would meet back in the large central room full of beds. If during their search any one of them were to locate a missing component, they would yell for the others. If this strategy failed, they returned to discuss their options later. They were like, you know what, we should get Snake to go in a room by himself. But then they were like, actually, this is a bad idea. How is he going to search for anything? I think I found something. It looks like it might be the missing part to the red. Maybe. Is this it? Is that it? Was it this? And then, like, he just starts pulling things up like a pen. He's like, is this it? Is this the thing that is the missing part? And she's like,
No, that's a pen. That's a pen, brother.
Are you sure? Are you sure? It feels very important. Feels very important to me.
No, it's all good. It's nothing important.
Oh, man. I'm gonna completely say nothing and let you do whatever you want. God damn it. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Details decided they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went, each to the rooms they had been assigned. However, what? From far away, Junpei heard the bell ring. It did so only once, and it was 1 a.m. What? Oh? He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 others already there. Santa, Ace, Clover, June, Seven, and Lotus. They had gathered in front of the door number 8. Or perhaps, to be accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to the door number 8. Had one of them found a missing piece? What happened, you guys? It was June who answered him.
Jumpy, look!
She was pointing at the red. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it. What? Summons Baldy. Bella's house. Baldy. What is plus 2? And then Baldy's like, you are wrong. You are wrong. How dare you answer 2? It was not 2, it was 3. No, I'm just kidding. Immediately, he knew what she had meant. The display in front of the reds read vacant. Junpei sighed. Come on, you guys, what is it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found out.
Well?
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked around as confused as June, but keeping their mouths shut. What the hell? What's up with it, guys? What the hell, man? We were supposed to be a team. We're supposed to all get out of here alive. Not just one of you guys. June. They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei was about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Well, that's the thing. We didn't know.
You don't know?
When we got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts were already back in the red.
Junpei looked at the bottom of the red again, just to make sure. The slots had been opened, but the bottom was not covered with metal. Clearly, whatever's missing had to have been returned. Baldy. Wrong, Chefy. It is wrong. It's... No, I'm just kidding. Same. I wouldn't have been able to guess it. I was gonna guess 2. What about the other 2?
They're the same.
Junpei quickly examined the 2 boxes. Satisfied that they're also repaired, but still very confused, he returned to the others. Alright, I just want to be sure here. Nobody had any idea what the hell happened here, right? Ace and Ju nodded slightly. 7 raised his hand as if to say, not me, and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing. Wait a minute. And that was when he noticed. Where's Snake? He swept his eyes across the room, second time, but Snake was nowhere to be seen. Does that mean that he found them?
I have no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
I don't suppose until we can ask him in person.
Meanwhile, I was just making fun of that dude. If he actually found the pieces, I'm gonna be shook. Because I was just making fun of him for not finding the pieces. I was just making fun of a blind person. God damn it. Baldy slaps the game and the game disappear. I don't know. I don't know how to reenact that.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost?
Well, yeah, that seems likely. Dude can't see. I don't know how he would get around in here in the first place.
Clover raises her head.
No, that's impossible!
Suddenly she was shouting.
Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone else, anyone around. Wait, God damn it. Let me try that again. Oh, he can get around as well as anyone who you can see. So he can't get lost. That's impossible.
Clover just shouted. Oh, wait, started to shake, and the knuckles in her hands had gone white. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes.
I'm gonna go look for him.
The words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run. Hey. Hold on, Clover, wait! Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going, and before anyone else could react, she was gone. Damn it. What do we do now? Hey, Helio, how's it going, my dude? He's gone because he's been invited to Smash. He's like, what? I've been invited to the Smash Bros? Okay. Da 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 da. He just runs like that. Da 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 da.
Snake joins the battle.
They're like, yo, we're bringing Snake back into Smash Bros. And they're like, oh, sweet. They're bringing Metal Gear Snake back into Smash Bros. And then he shows up. Snake shows up. He's like,
I got the invitation. What do I do now? I don't know what to do. What?
Ha! And Clover's all upset. She's like, he can totally get into Smash Bros. I believe in him. Oh, man. HTC Vive teleport to the table. Oh, man, please. You chose Snake and the screen is black and the entire time. You play as Snake and it's just black. Oh. His superpower is that he turns the screen black except for his character. And so like that's the thing. Like you don't know where you're at. It's all black. The only one who could see is Snake, and Snake's like, "Now you know how I see." It's like a total like don't breathe situation. Damn it, what should we do now?
Well, the red is working now. No, we're not leaving 2 people behind. We should go look for them.
Oh man, this ain't good.
Oh, hey, what an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots.
Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We're only 5 hours left.
Junipei and the others nodded to one another and took off to run. In front of the stairs and led back to the B deck, they decided to split up and quickly assigned search areas and went their separate ways. Soon only 2 of them were left. Those 2 were Junipei June, who had been a few steps behind the others. Alright, where should we go to?
Yes, let's... But, where should we start?
Let's see. That's a good idea. You know, that's a really good idea. We could try the large hospital room. Back to the large hospital room. We could go to the hallway with all the other rooms. Or we could go to first class cabin. Or we should go to the casino. Blame glitches to make Bella the kid harder to see the screen. Oh gosh. Jeez. That'd be horrible. I mean... There's a bunch of B decks and then there's C deck. Let's try the hallway with all the rooms. Okay. We should go check out the hallway with all the rooms. Okay.
Okay, let's go, Jumpy.
They turned to run down the hallway to their left. Ahead of them further down the hallway, they spotted Ace.
Hey, Snake, where are you? Answer me if you're there.
Junipei paused. What did he want to do? I guess run to Ace? Maybe ask him, Leo, what's up? With June in tow, Junipei jogged to Ace. Hearing the footsteps, he turned to greet them.
Oh, hello there. Snake is, well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet either.
Junipei nodded.
I really wondered where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can, for Clover's sake.
Alright.
Why is she all blushy? Why are you all blushy? Yo, I'm sensing some chemistry here that I do not want to sense. Oh man. You're leaving, Moses? I hope you have a good day, my dude. I hope you enjoyed this stream thus far, and I hope you get that HTC VR for Christmas. I think you check them all out anyways. Okay. Junipei's face looked kind of enraptured. By the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Why do you say that?
Why do I say that? The question seems somehow odd to Junipei. Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They don't look alike at all. Ace looked at them for a moment and then spoke.
Yes, you know, now that you mention it, they don't.
Now that I mention it.
Still, there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another. It certainly isn't rare.
Junipei wasn't sure why, or even if he was seeing what he thought he was, but he could have sworn that Ace's face tightened as he spoke.
At any rate, we must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well. Let's get back to the research, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
Alright.
Alright, let's go, Jumpy.
At June's urging, they left. Okay, where are we going to? They found themselves back at the stairs, but Junipei's mind was in turmoil. There's so much to think about, but no. Wait, no, it would be to put aside for now. As Ace had said, finding Snake was their top priority. Junipei did their best to clear his mind. Did his best. God damn it. Their best. God, I'm so bad at reading right now. Alright, where do we go next? Let's try the, we can't try the hospital room. Let's try the casino anyways. Let's take a look around the casino.
Okay, let's go.
They turned and headed to the B deck. Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall, examining her nails. What the fuck, Lotus? Hey, what do you think you're doing? She glanced at him, unimpressed.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
Junipei didn't think that was possible. That was the problem.
Oh, by the way, I got a proposal for you two. Care to hear?
Sure. What is it?
Well, I don't know, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Why don't we team up?
Team up?
Yeah, what about...
Wait,
Would you need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we get through a numbered door?
what?
Even if we wanted to, that's impossible. Why? Jumpy's bracelet is number 5 and mine is 6 and yours is 8. The digital road is 1.
No, I see. I gotta do some math. I gotta do some quick maths here. I gotta reconfirm this. I don't know how true that is. So, 5 plus 6 plus 8 equals 19. 1 plus 9 is... 1 plus 9 is 10. Yeah, you're right. It's 1. Yeah, 5 plus 6 plus 8 equals 19. 1 plus 9 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1.
But there's no other number... Wait. But there's no number 1 door in the large hospital room. The only doors that there are 3, 7, and 8. Then we add another person. Huh? Who?
Who?
What? Isn't that easy? 7.
She was right. If they added 7, 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 equals 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. And then the 4 of them could go through the numbered door. But then that leaves, wait. I don't want to fuck over someone else. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I gotta do some math here. So, if we had, I gotta do some quick maths. So, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So that leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that's it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. So 3 plus 7 is 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Goddamn, no, that can't work because there's no room with the number 1 on it. How nice of you to think about the other people for when you're doing this. I know, right? I gotta think about the others. Hey, sorry for being out for so long. I have been packing and I didn't have the internet for a while. It's all good. It's all good. How are you enjoying? How are you enjoying your packing? I don't know if you're on a trip. Let's see. So yeah, like 3 plus 7. 3 plus 7 equals 10. So that wouldn't work. That can't work. But oh, he's gonna say it. Whoa, hold on a sec. What about the other 4? He's gonna explain it for me. God damn it.
Why don't you add them up?
That's simple enough. 1 plus 3 plus... Yeah, it's 1. Digital root of the 4 of them would be 1.
That's right.
And you think the number 1 door isn't the big hospital room, right?
Of course, I know that.
No, what? Oh, wait. So we got the doors 3, 7, and 8, right? We got the doors 3, 7, and 8. Is that what we got? So it equals 11. 7 plus 8 equals 15. Is it 15? Okay, yeah. And then plus 11 equals 26. And then 2 plus 6 equals 2 plus 6 equals 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Wasn't the doors 3, 7, 8? Oh wait, but you can't have less than 3 people. God damn it, they need 3 people. No, are you behind? Wait, no, are you saying we should leave them behind? Of course not. What kind of woman do you think I am? Once I get off the ship, we come back to rescue them, couldn't we? No, that's a real dick move still. That's still a real dick move, okay? Here, how about this? We replace 8 with someone else. So 5 plus 6 plus 7, oh wait, plus 8, and then we gotta figure out someone else. Okay. It's just a matter of picking and choosing who, you know? Like, so assuming that 7's still in the mix, we need their team to equal at least a 7 or a 3, okay? We need them to equal 7 or a 3. I don't know. Hopefully they'll explain it. I've never read Frankenstein. Don't bother doing the math now, since they will probably do it for you before you actually make the choice. That's very true.
Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you'd do anything of the sort. Really? Why do you think that? You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours. Well, you never know until you try.
No. You're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. 4 of us couldn't open door 9. Ah, you're right. It is hidden, but...
It is hidden, but an exit can be found!
Wait, how did I do Monokuma's voice?
Hello, my name is Monokuma. Seek a way out. Seek the door that carries a 9. Yeah, that's right. The digital group of 4 of us would be 8. So we add Ace to make 9.
Right. Unless we bring Ace too, we'll be stuck. Lotus scratched the back of her ear.
Well, that's unfortunate.
She did sound particularly bothered by what Junpei said, nor did she seem particularly surprised.
Well, let's try to find another way, okay? A way to get out here with all 8 of us. That's impossible. Are you being serious? You don't know that only 5 at most... You do know that only 5 at most can go through one of the numbered doors, right?
Damn.
The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to the rule. Regardless, at least 3 will be left behind.
You're right. That is true. The moment he said it, Junpei felt a chill down his spine. It was true. How Lotus could remain cavalier about so terrifying a prospect was beyond him. When they found the number 9, they would choose 3 of which would die. Lotus's forehead furrowed.
Do you think I have a moment alone? There is some things I need to think about.
Dang. Ew, an essay. I had only seen a Frankenstein play, and once I finished this, I have to do an essay. It compares to the play, to the novel, and I saw the play about 3 weeks ago, and I have to memorize it. Dang, that sucks. Well, time to eat clover, Snake and Santa. I mean, at least they wouldn't go to shame or to waste. I don't know. Junpei, how do we know that we can't just, like, how do you know that we can't do 2 groups at a time? Like, one group goes into the 9 door, and then another group go into the 9 door. I mean, isn't that possible also? Or nah? Because once 9 went through the door, because 9 went through the door by himself, and once he, like, exploded or whatever, it was unvacant again. So you could also, like, go back through it after it's been unvacant. I don't know. Maybe. I'm thinking way too into this, even though it's impossible. It's impossible, not impossible. It's impossible. They would still have a single-digit root of 9. Dang. Junpei and June turned and began walking away from Lotus. Together, they had left them feeling ill. Junpei's heart felt heavy, and his few steps sluggish. But he told himself Primus would get there to get them nowhere. He had to force himself to smile and turn to June. Let's just focus on finding Snake for now, okay?
Well, you're right. We can think about those other things later.
Junpei nodded. Alright, where should we go next? Let's go to the hallway let's go to there. Let's go and take a look at the first class cabin and take a real close. Wait, it's really close. They turned around and took off down the hallway to the left. Outside of the first class cabin, they found Clover. She was standing in front of the wall. She was staring at a meaningless point of the wall, her eyes blank. What should Junpei do? Talk to her. Duh. Are you alright? He did his best to sound friendly, but Clover didn't respond. Look, I know you're really worried, but he couldn't think of any words to say that didn't sound hollow or fake. He hesitated. Clover was so consumed by worry and fear that Junpei feared it would crush her. Her actions didn't surprise him. She had suddenly lost her brother, who she seemed had been very close to.
Alone.
Her voice was thin, barely audible.
Alone. Alone. I said leave me alone!
Suddenly she was screaming.
You're so annoying, just go away! And leave me alone! Just looking at you guys is pissing me off! Go away, okay? Just go! Somewhere else! Stop bothering me!
Junpei was taken back. Such anger and hate. June's eyes gone wide as surprise as well.
Why are you still here? Didn't you hear me? Fine, forget it. If you aren't gonna leave me, then I'll just...
Alright. Let's go, June.
Yeah.
They turned and left Clover. As they did, Junpei glanced over his shoulder to see if Clover's to see Clover wiping tears from her face. Aw, she's a poor baby. Clover had driven home the misery of the situation, but Junpei told himself that their getting desperate would get him nowhere, but depressed. Dang. Oof. Is that... Oh, jeez. It's that time of the month for Clover. It really is. It really is. Poor Clover, you know, she has to... You know, to start that time of the month on a ship, which they probably have nothing for. That would be really bad. For Clover's sake, they had to find Snake and fast. He did his best to push away the misery and depression and force a smile. Wow, this is really just depression lane. So, where do you think we should go next? Fuck, we already went to the casino, so let's go to the hospital room. Okay, let's head back to the large hospital room.
Alright. That's probably the best idea.
Together they ran down the stairs. On the way to the large hospital room, Junpei and June noticed Santa standing next to the door 3. Junpei paused. What should Junpei do? Talk to him. Junpei and June walked up to Santa. What are you doing?
What, you can't tell? I'm checking out Red.
Why? Is there something bothering you?
What? It's not bothering you?
Huh?
Is the guts of this Red. Why wouldn't you wonder who the hell put it back in here?
Yeah, that's true. But I'm curious too, but...
What? Oh, who do you think did it?
Maybe Santa? I mean, not maybe Santa. Maybe Snake? Snake? I have a suspicion about Snake, and it's not because I swear that I didn't see a spoiler in the, I think I might have seen a spoiler in images, but I'm hoping that it's just a fan drawing that I saw. I'm gonna pretend that it is, but just saying, Snake has not been seen in forever, and I'm a little fishy about Snake not being seen here in forever. Santa's eyes narrowed as he looked at June. She shook her head.
I don't know.
Well, what about you, Junpei? Oh Lord, what? Oh Lord, no. Oh Lord, no. Well, what about you, Junpei? Who do you think fixed this thing for us?
It's definitely not Lotus. Lotus is like too busy of a bitch to be doing that shit. I want to say it was Snake. And then, but it can't be Zero. I don't actually think so. Here's the thing that I just realized. Snake said and knew for a fact that Zero isn't watching them. That Zero isn't watching them through anything. That he's just using machines to kind of watch them. So maybe Snake did it. I don't know. I don't think Zero's on the ship. Well, it seems like we would have had Snake, wouldn't it? Maybe he got back here before any of us. He found the parts somewhere and put him back, and then went through one of the numbered doors.
No, that's impossible. You have to authenticate at least 3 people, or the Red won't open the door. There's no way a single person could get through there by themselves.
I guess. Yeah. I guess you're right. I'm gonna have to cry over it, but okay. Just putting down my. Yeah, you asked me for my opinions. Not like I was really thinking about my opinions all that much, but man, that hurts my feels. It was stupid mistake of Junpei. Knew it. How he had such a foolish miscalculation. Wow. And how he had Santa notice it so quickly. Perhaps he just wasn't clever as he used to be. Junpei shook his head sadly. So, in other words, one of us is the person who fixed the Red. Santa grinned.
Bingo! We have a winner.
But if that's true, then the person who did it didn't want the rest of us to know that they fixed the Red. Oh, I didn't even see that message. It clicked so fast. Oh, man. I feel like a huge nerd now. I almost perfected... Oh, I almost got a perfect score on a pretest. That is sexy, my dude. That is round of applause. That deserves a round of applause. The biggest pats on the back, my dude. That is awesome. That is the best feeling of nerdom, you know? It's always, like, if there is one thing to feel happy about being a nerd about, that is probably one of those things. It is amazing. Good job, my dude. Good job. But why?
No idea. Maybe if they come clean on that, it means we find out something else. Something bad.
Something bad.
I don't know. But whatever it is, it's gotta be worth hiding. Of course, it couldn't have been something to do with Snake's disappearance.
Do you think maybe they did something to Snake?
It's not out of the question.
Junpei stared at Santa. There was something about him that made Junpei wary. At first, he assumed the other man wasn't terribly clever, but Junpei was beginning to think he would need to reevaluate the assessment. When Santa spoke again, his words were quiet.
Look, if you trust anybody in this game, you're gonna lose. We've gotta be careful. The person you trust the most could turn out to be the one who stabs you in the back.
Oh my god, sorry. I just forgot to breathe. I forget to breathe sometimes. And I have like a belly full of water too. Like, as I'm breathing, I feel like, cause I drink a lot of water today, every time I breathe, like, it pushes, like, I don't know, my stomach feels like it's just full of water right now. Just water. Okay. With that depressing suggestion, he turned and quietly walked away. Junpei and June looked at one another and smiled awkwardly. Where would they go next? We already went everywhere! Except for maybe... I guess finish searching. They looked everywhere that they think of, but Snake was nowhere to be found. This means that you somehow got pregnant. I got pregnant with water. That's what it means. They look everywhere, but, oh my gosh! What if I'm pregnant with chaos from the Sonic Adventure games? That's what I'm pregnant with. If you drink so much water, you'll get pregnant with water, and it's gonna look like that specific thing. They looked everywhere they could think of, but Snake was nowhere to be found. Melissa looked around at 6 frustrated faces and spoke.
We can't keep looking for Snake wherever he is. It's not here. We need to keep moving.
Junpei couldn't disagree with what she was saying. Snake seemed to have completely disappeared. There was no point in wasting any more time. The others seemed to be saying similar thoughts, but they stayed silent. Finally, Seven spoke. We don't got a choice. Lotus is right. We're not going to find Snake. There's a problem, though. We gotta figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Yes. I have a proposal.
She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking against the wood. Oh, jeez. What's going on here? I saw a tweet. Finally she stopped.
Why don't we decide one person to sacrifice?
What? What? Sacrifice? Sacrifice? Dang. You know, here's my thing. Yeah, okay. I just saw a tweet about the Shane Dawson shit. Okay, here's my thing about the Shane Dawson tea. Let me tell you my Shane Dawson tea. Here's the thing. Shane Dawson started a series very recently about Jake Paul. I've kind of seen bits and pieces of it, and I've seen his shit on the TanaCon, and I've seen his shit on the goddamn Jeffree Star. I loved the Jeffree Star. I loved the Kathy Griffin. I was okay with the TanaCon stuff because at least he got the truth out there. At least he was able to get the truth out with the TanaCon. I just don't like how he treated the whole situation. I just didn't like how he was all dramatic about the, oh my gosh, I think it was a conspiracy. Like, my thing with Shane Dawson, I love the dude. He's freaking awesome. He's hilarious. I love when he does funny content. However, I don't like whenever he's like does his conspiracy theories and such like that, because when he does his conspiracy theories, it's just too goddamn dramatic. It's like that one person. It's like story time. Shane Dawson, whenever he does his conspiracies, is the equivalent of story time, which is why I get why he's friends with Tana. He knows how to make shit way too dramatic. Like, I'm much love to Shane Dawson, but the boy's too goddamn dramatic. He's too dramatic. He's like, oh, hey, do you think it was a conspiracy that YouTube did so that they screw up TanaCon? No, I just think Tana did not do a very good job at planning shit. Neither did the company. They're like, should we blame either of them? Yes, we should blame both of them. Roasted Shane Dawson. Roasted Shane. We gotta roast Shane. And here's another thing. I don't like... Yes, let's make a hidden about, like... Oh, no, here's the thing. I like how in one of the parts of the most recent one, not this one that came out today, but it was the one before that, he talks to, like, Nick Crumpton, and he's like, look, I better hear the truth from you, because I know for sure that the minute that Jake Paul lies to me that I'm leaving, how are you possibly going to ensure that Jake Paul tells you all of the truth? There is no way, unless you told him, hey, we're meeting up at that lie detector place that I always take my lie detector test at, unless you take him there and you ask him the questions there and here and there. I bet you he's going to deny that shit. He's going to deny it. He's going to deny it because he's got some secrets he doesn't want to share. And second off, Jake Paul isn't even the crazy one. Jake Paul is not the fucking insane one. Jake Paul wasn't the one that recorded a dead body in the forest, okay, my dudes? Jake Paul did not record the dead body in the forest. It was Logan Paul. You're interviewing the wrong Paul brother. No one cares about Jake Paul, my dudes. Yes, he won that fight. And yes, he's gonna be hyped for that fight because someone challenged him to fight. You're gonna show up to the fight and be like, oh, I'm so scared, I have to fight someone. No, if you sign up for because one of the reason why I bring this up is because Shane was like, oh my gosh, did you see this? He said he's ready to fight him. He says he's ready to fight I forgot his name. He's like, he's ready to fight that one dude. He says, ready up. Like, of course, that's just boxing talk. You have to be like, oh, let's fight. Let's get at it. Like, you can't say, I'm so scared, I don't want to do this, because that makes the other guy look better. It makes the other guy be like, yo, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this dude. It makes him hyped. How are you gonna claim that Jake Paul is a sociopath? That's so stupid. And so, Shane Dawson, love the dude, but your fucking Jake Paul series is shit, man. It's trash. It's literally, look, here, let me take this. It's a dirty ass napkin. This is the Jake Paul documentary. This Jake Paul documentary is going in the trash, okay? What he could have done instead with his time and his money and anything else is he could have been interviewing those weird ass toy channels like the one recent kid one where the owner of the kid channel was put into like some kind of prison because he was sexually assaulting the kids. That's what he could have been doing with his time, and that would have been more valuable with his time. He could have been doing something more valuable like that with his time instead of exposing Jake Paul. You're not exposing him. He's gonna, at the end of the day, say he's innocent, and I believe him. Although he's a kooky little kid, he's not actually a sociopath. I know that. You should have also questioned Logan Paul for recording that dead body in the forest thing, but I feel like at this point, I'm so much happy. I'm happier if Logan Paul just slowly disappears from YouTube, okay? Like, we need to stop talking about him. He showed up on ABC News. We don't care, okay? He showed a dead body. He needs to accept that. He needs to accept that at this point, his content is not family friendly. I feel like interviewing Toy Channel would end up in a chain of murders. Exactly! That's worth that shit. That is actually worth it. I would actually sit down and watch it, because then someone will actually be exposed. Some tea will actually be brewing. I could be over here sipping some good-ass Earl Grey tea and watching Shane Dawson go in on these toy channels that are weird as fuck, man. Like, they're weird as fuck toy channels. That's what he could have been doing with his time. That's what he could have been doing. Instead, he's going over this whole Jake Paul bullshit, and I'm just like, nah, not even worth his time. Not even worth his time, my dude. You could have been having another Kathy Griffin goddamn special instead of doing that shit. That shit's boring. Again, much love to Shane Dawson. Subscribe to his channel. Absolutely huge fan. Just not loving the Jake Paul stuff. You could have been doing so much other things. You could have been doing doing a ton more things besides that. Instead, you're doing that shit. Sacrifice.
Or perhaps it's a little bit of a harsh word, but yes. We've all figured it out by now, haven't you? We can't all make it through those doors. We've split up into 2 teams of 4 and 3 people, respectively, then 3 people will be left.
Oh man. We could have had some nice ass tea, but all we're getting is some sewage water. I know, right? We're getting some stinky ass sewage water in our tea. Like, bitch be trying to give me goddamn, like, old ass expired Lipton tea. Like, nah, that ain't gonna work. Give me some good tea. Give me some good tea. She walked back and forth across the floor, her heels clicking. Oh, okay. No. Respectively, then 3 people will be left behind.
If we split up into 2 teams, then 5 and 2 people, respectively, then 2 people will be left behind. But if we split into 2 groups of 3 and 1 person, 2 groups of 3 and leave 1 person out, then 1 person will be left behind.
Leaving 3 people with 2 teams of 4 and 3. No. Okay, here's the thing. So, assuming that Clover and... Okay, so 4 and 2. They just equal 8. What if we just leave 1 person behind? What if we leave 1 person behind just in case Clover... I don't fucking know. I don't want to agree with Lotus. Yeah, she has the the same name as one of my favorite personas on this YouTube channel. But I'm not sure. Junipei wasn't quite sure that was true. Wait a minute. 2 people left behind if we split into 5 and 2, and 1 person left behind if we split into 3, 3, and 1. I got that part. We couldn't go through the numbered doors if there was less than 3, but if we split into 4 and 3, then why do we have 3 people we have to leave behind? Just run the numbers. Let's say that we go through door 7 with 1, 4, 5, 6. That's goddamn 11, 5. That's 16, 7. So who's left over? 3, 7, 8. That's digital roots for that. 3, 7, 8 is 8 and 9. Exactly, but door 9 isn't here, right? That means 3, 7, 8 won't be going anywhere. That was an example, of course. There was a lot of different combinations, but the results will always be the same. It doesn't matter which 4 it is, the 3 that are left over, can't go through any of the doors. Go ahead and calculate it if you have a better time. If you have the time. You'll see. Oh, I didn't fucking get to see that. Time to agree with Lotus. I have to. Anyway, that's how it is. Now, if we could go back to my proposal, we have to sacrifice 1 person if we split up into 3, 3, and 1. When 7 spoke, his voice was strange.
Then you're saying we gotta decide who's gonna stay behind.
Yes, we do. Given our circumstances, it's logical and morally the best solution. If the other 6 are to survive, then the 1 person has to be sacrificed themselves. No, that's too cruel. That's so cruel. What's so cruel about it? To just sacrifice someone like that. Then, what's your plan? Maybe you should sacrifice 2 people instead of just 1. That's not what I meant. We shouldn't sacrifice anyone. I told you that's impossible. Wake up.
Whoa. Calm down, you two.
Santa stepped between Lotus and June.
Look, what Lotus is trying to say is that you should aim to bring the greatest amount of happiness to the greatest amount of people, right?
Exactly. That's how democracy works. And for that reason, I think it's only fair that we decide who sacrifice is through a vote. What do you think? No, that's terrible. I'm not tasking you. Shut up! Go to hell!
She goes in on her. She's like,
I swear to God, I will fucking kill you! What about you, Santa?
me?
Well, I agree, I guess.
Alright, that's
1 vote. For counting mine, that's 2. 7.
I can't say I agree with you, but we don't exactly have a choice. If we don't do something, we're all gonna die.
Glad you see it. Great. Get it. Glad you get it. If I could get 1 more vote, then it's decided. What about you, Clover?
Clover had moved away from the group and sitting in one of the beds. Her whole body dropped. Junpei didn't know if she had heard Lotus's proposal. Lotus walked over to Clover and gently laid her hand on her shoulder.
Your brother has to be behind one of the numbered doors. We searched everywhere, but we didn't find him. Doesn't that mean that he has gone through one of them somehow?
Clover soberly lifted her face.
Let's go look for him, okay? If we sacrifice 1 person, then we can go to look for him. You agree with me, right?
Clover nodded once.
The motion carries.
Damn! Wow, Lotus is really manipulating bitches. Poof. Someone's clearly never sacrificed anyone. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very much a virgin when it comes to sacrifices, okay? I can't say I've sacrificed a lot of my time. Lotus spun around and walked toward Junpei.
Now let's start a vote too.
That won't be necessary.
Ace had barely spoken for Lotus' entire speech, and everyone jumped a little. 6 pairs of eyes turned to look at him. He didn't seem to notice or even care.
I will stay. That should solve our problem, yes?
Ace, what are you saying? No, you can't do that. That won't solve anything.
June's voice shook and looked around, desperately for someone to agree with her. Ace simply looked at her.
June, I'm afraid you have misunderstood me. I said I would stay, but I never said I would sacrifice myself.
Uh-huh?
I trust you each and every one of you. I believe you come back for me. Well, there's optimism and then there's just nuts. Those doors go one way. You go in and you don't come out. If we go through them, you won't be able to turn correctly.
Correct, right?
Yeah. True, but that will not be the case once you escape the ship.
What?
Please, I beg you, once you escape, come back and rescue me. Ideally, the time limit Zero has given us.
No, that's ridiculous. There's no way we could get back in time. Finally, Junpei couldn't hold his tongue no longer. We only got 5 hours left. We didn't even know where the hell we are. How on earth are we gonna find someone to come and rescue you?
Then perhaps you prefer to stay instead of me. Or perhaps you're willing to leave Juna behind.
Ace's voice was dignified, and without a hint of cruelty or malice. Junpei had no rebuttal.
You see, there's no other choice. Then I see we've come to our conclusion.
Man, Ace is such a good guy. I agree. Oh, man. Always tune in at the weirdest parts. My mind came back to the video, and I hear I'm a virgin when it comes to sacrificing, and I'm just laughing. I'm a virgin, okay? I swear. I swear. that is some weird ass times to come into the stream. It really will be like that sometimes, though.
Go on. Don't worry yourselves about me. Go quickly.
Junpei stood frozen by indecision, unable to move. June bit her lip so hard that Junpei feared that she would break the skin. Santa stood against the wall, calm and aloof. Seven tore his beanie from his head and turned it anxiously in his hands. Only Clover stared at Ace with an expression Junpei was unable to decipher. Lotus's attitude, however, was different from the others.
Good. Let's accept this kind offer then.
She smiled, her eyes bright. Ace answered with a smile of his own.
Good. I think, this is the best for me. Perhaps I'll be able to take a nap. Perhaps it's my age, but I get tired so easily these days.
As he spoke, Ace lowered himself down onto the floor next to one of the beds. Oh, on the floor? From somewhere the ship, Junpei suddenly heard a screeching of metal on metal, and it's almost as if the ship were screaming. Would it really be able to hold their time limit was up until the time limit was up? Already the D-deck was flooded. In the sudden silence, the only sound was the sad metal wail of the ship. Unsurprisingly, it was Lotus who first spoke.
Well, what are we waiting for? We're wasting time. Why don't we hurry it up?
As if a spell had broken, and the others all began to talk at once.
Alright, we should get going. That's all we could do right now.
7?
Seriously, honestly, I was getting kind of sick of listening to you guys talk.
You too, Santa? I have to find my brother. Wait, all of you? Let's just calm down and think about this. There has to be a way to get everyone out of there. Out. There has to be. Right, Jumpy? Say something.
Exactly. Usually, virgins, are the ones being sacrificed. That is very true. Virgins are the one being sacrificed, but this time it's the one that's a virgin to sacrificing that's sacrificed. It's quite the twist here. I get it. Yeah, it's quite the twist. Yeah. Let's think. There's got to be another way. His words sounded hollow and fake.
Fine. Forget about it. I'll figure it out on my own.
She spun around and ran toward Ace. What? He slumped down next to the bed, then June grabbed his arm and pulled.
Come on, Ace. Please stand up. We can't give up just yet. We just have to sit down together and think about this. We'll figure out a way out that we can all get out of here.
Then it happened. What? 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 Oh my god! Ace fell forward. He slumped over in the wooden floor, his body folded in half. What? Did he have a heart attack? Does he need help? Oh, Ace! June cried out and dropped to her knees beside him. She pulled her arm around his neck and did her best to lift him up.
What happened, Ace?
What happened, Ace?
Oh yeah, what happened, Ace? Say something!
She shook him frantically. His eyes flustered open.
I'm alright.
his voice weak and slightly slurred.
Are you fine?
This.
He held out his left arm and slowly opened his hand. What did you do? It is a syringe with a small vial. The vial was empty. Is he diabetic? Is he diabetic? Does he need his, like, oh my god, I guess, well, because I'm being sacrificed. Same. Sooner or later, anyway. Oh man, emptied. A few drops cling on the sides. On the labeled taped to the side of the container, it read sorapinol beta. Soporil beta. Junpei had no idea what that meant or what that medicine it might be. Never mind, maybe he's not diabetic, I don't know. Did
you use this?
Yes.
Oh, he just used it?
It's just anesthetic. I'll be fine.
And what?
I found it earlier. While we were searching the hospital rooms, I thought it might be useful later. I didn't think I'd be using it on myself.
Oh, why did you do this?
Didn't I tell you? I like to take a nap. I am very tired.
He's killing himself! Bro is killing himself! That is quite the 0 to 100 real quick. Junpei knew that wasn't a way he'd done it. Ace had injected himself with anesthetic to forestall Junpei and Jun's attempts to bring him along. If he couldn't move, there was nothing they could do. He injected himself so that they would be forced to leave him behind. Wow!
Ace!
Is there something you want to say? I just like to sleep a little. Could you keep it down?
No! Don't, Ace! Don't fall asleep!
You feel so warm. So comfortable. I think I'll have a nice dream.
Wow! Ace's eyelids dropped further and further, almost as though he were dying. Wow!
Ace! Ace!
She shook his shoulder again and again. But this time, he didn't respond. Only the gentle rising and falling of his chest told him he was alive. Junpei was relieved to see that he was in fact still breathing. Wow. Dude, this is just like the Titanic when that one scene where like the mom's just like, she's like, it's okay, go to sleep. And she's sleeping with her kids while it's flooding. They were gonna die. It's flooding. How do you pretend to your kids that like, yo, it's okay, just go to sleep? Like, that's horrible. I would have at least like tried to get on the top. I would have pulled a rose. You know? Just keep doing that till the ship broke in half and then everything went down and then put them on a little door and then sacrifice yourself. There you go. That's what I would have done for my kids. I don't know. Imagine drowning to death. Drowning to death would be horrible. Shit's like the Titanic. Now, some just had to be drawn. Now, someone just has to draw Lotus naked, please. He lifted Ace up off the floor and laid him on the bed that he was leaning against. When Junpei turned around, Lotus gave him a look of pity.
Well, we really don't have a choice now. We can't let his sacrifice go to waste, right?
She wasn't feeling any remorse. Junpei was sure of that. Still, he had no grounds upon which to oppose her. It felt wrong, but he had to agree. Then suddenly Santa spoke. Yeah, we're not done choosing yet, are we?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, we haven't decided who's going to in what door.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Well, enough screwing around. Let's decide. You first, Lotus. Which door do you want?
I want door 8. It's the same number on my bracelet.
Got it. So you're 8. You're next 7. Which one do you want? Well, I'll take 7. I can't get along with that old lady.
Oh, what? What did you just say?
Her face distorted by rage. Lotus took a small step towards Seven. He threw his hands and made a face like a child caught with his hand in a cookie jar.
You're going to get it next time.
She shot him a glare that would have melted steel and then turned and stalked off. Alright, who's next? Okay, so Santa glazed across the room with 3 more people. Finally, he stopped up Junipei. Junipei, which door do you want? Junipei's mind went already made up. I'm not going 3. Let's see. I gotta do some quick maths. So right now we got, so Ace decided to sacrifice himself. Ace sacrificed himself. We can't find 2. So what we got is 3, 4, Santa, Clover, Junipei, June, 7, and Lotus. So we got only those 2. And 7's in room 7, 8's in room 8. Okay, so Lotus is in room 8. So then what we do next is we try to equal the 7 or 8. I don't want to use room 3. Because that's already splitting up too much. I want to get with what's her face? I want to get with my girl. There you go. So 5 plus 6 equals 11. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So if we go with room 8, go with room 8. So then 11 plus 8 equals, let me see. 11 plus 8 equals 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. Okay, so what about 11 plus 7? 11 plus 7 equals 8. Okay, so 1 plus 8 equals 9. No, I can't do that either. So then, and 7's not joining us. Okay, so we need to get, and it's gonna be 3 and 3, right? We're splitting into 3 and 3. God, me and June are gonna have to split up for this one. I'm just now realizing it. Me and June are gonna have to split up for this one. Because there's no way that we could be together. Which door would be the most helpful? It's a very good question. God, let's see. 5 plus 8 equals 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. 5 plus 7 equals 12. 1 plus 2 is... 1 plus 2 is... 3. Oh! God damn. I guess... I don't know. Let's try room 7. Door 7. I feel like this is a bad decision. Yeah, I guess door 7. Because Lotus hasn't been all too helpful. I think I'm gonna have to go with door 7. Okay, 7 it is. Yeah. Alright, then that means June's gotta go through 8. Fuck! I knew it. I knew we're gonna have to split up. So, if we split up... Damn, June's gonna have to go through 8. What? Why? What? Santa grimmed and muttered angrily to himself and finally began to explain. If the 6 of us are going to keep, the 6 of us are gonna keep going without leaving anyone behind. There's only 3 ways we could do it. Good choice. Nice. Plan A. We go through 7 with 3, 5, 8. And go through 8 with 4, 6, 7. Plan B. We go through 7 with 5, 7, 4, 5, 7. Or we go through 8 with 3, 6, 8. Okay. So then it's got to be reversed anyways. So I would have been with 7 and Clover and me. Or would have, and all the girls on the other team. Or we could just have Santa with... Oh, wait, yeah. Santa with me, with Lotus, going through room 7. Oh, okay, wait. So, there's no choice, but we have to go with plan B, because there's no way that the 8s are going to have to go... that 8's going to switch. They're not going to switch doors. So, right now, I'm going to have to go and team up with Clover and 7. And they're going to have to... the girls are going to have to group up by themselves. Okay, so that's good. That's good. Oh, wait. No, it was 3... Okay, so Clover at 7... So, never mind. I thought it was just girls, but now I get to see Clover. Hopefully Clover's helpful. Plan C, go through room 7, 367, and that's Santa, June, and 7. Yeah, Santa and June. Or go through room 8, 458, which is Clover, me, and Lotus, and that would have been tough too. And that's it. Those are our only options. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same door. Dang. Now you get it? Yeah. As Santa finished, June looked over and Junipei, tears welling up in the corner of her eyes. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, look. We'll meet up later. We got this. I'll meet up with you later. You gotta stay strong, girl. You gotta stay strong. I'm doing all the math I can.
Oh no. You're saying we aren't going to see each other again for a long time?
Junipei felt as June did. He wanted to be by her side, though, whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew that if they were to survive, he would have to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June would have to be separated. He looked at June, and he was scared to lose her, but he swallowed steel, his resolve, and he did his best to smile. Wait! Oh, I'm actually kind of scared now, because what if Lotus doesn't help her? Like, should I pick up the slack for Lotus, or is she gonna pick up the slack for Lotus? I hope she picks up the slack for Lotus. I'm gonna be sad if I find out the next second that they couldn't get through their door because Lotus fucked my girl over. He swallowed steel, steeled his resolve, and did his best to smile. Hey, come on. We're making it sound like we're not gonna see each other again. We're gonna split up, but only for a while. Let's just, this is just like when we went into the 4th and 5th doors, remember? We gotta split up then too, but we'll all meet back again. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that.
You mean they're connected somehow?
Yeah, probably. She didn't sound very hopeful, and 7 just interjected. I'm sure they're gonna connect somehow.
What makes you think so?
Trust me, you picked the best door. Okay, I picked the best door. Nice. Okay. Neither team could go through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. 0 be top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun for as long as possible. He's not gonna end the game until we get through door 9. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad, and as they looked at Junipei. He met them, and with that reassurance, he could manage to lay his hand gently on her shoulder. Everyone's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again. I promise. June bit her lip and gave him an almost impeccable nod.
Yes, promise.
Her voice was verily above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered at that moment. Yawn. You guys done, right? He stretched and continued. Anyway, that's pretty much it.
Clover and I would go into separate groups. I figured I'll take 8 and Clover will take 7. Any problems with that, Clover?
Clover looked away and was silent for a moment.
Whatever.
It was the moment of dismissal then an argument, but Santa didn't seem to care.
All right, we're ready to go then. Let's move.
At Santa's command, the group split and headed to the respective doors. Clover, 7, and Junipero walked to door 7. Santa, Lotus, and June headed to door 8. For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. 7 took a deep breath.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Boop! We gotta do this. We gotta run. We gotta run to that red. Oh my god, let's go, let's go, let's go. Dang. The door had opened. A narrow hallway outstretched before them. 7 and Clover leapt through the door, and the moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators on their bracelets had been activated. Junipero stepped forward and followed them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his right, toward door 8. June stood there, the mirror image of Junipero. She turned and looked toward him. Their eyes met, they nodded, and their farewell took up almost 1.5 seconds. Run! You gotta run, my girl! Then someone took a hold of Junipero's arm and hauled him bodily through the door. Oh my god, thank God, 7. I bet you it was 7 who did it. He heard the sound of the number door slam shut behind him. Damn, that would have killed them. I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed if Junipero this whole time just went like, he made some googly eyes at June and that's why they died. I would have been pissed at him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep.
Only 81 seconds left. No time to waste, guys. Let's get moving.
7 led the way down the hallway. Junipero and Clover followed him as fast as they possibly could. After what seemed like far more than 81 seconds, they reached the end of the hall. To the left of the wooden door, they found the dead. There was no time to rest, to catch their breath. They all 3 slammed their hands in quick succession over the scanner panel of the dead. Can't wait until you get the ending. Oh god, oh man. Still trying to catch his breath, 7 leaned heavily against the wall.
It stopped. It stopped.
His smile seemed forced and a little crooked.
This is the second time we've gone through one of the numbered doors, but you never really get used to it.
He stood up straight, no longer out of breath, and he wiped some of the sweat off of his head and neck. Clover smirked at him.
I would have thought a guy your size would have bigger balls than that.
What? What the hell did you just say? Say it again, I dare you.
You have no...
You little, you want to die?
I'd like to see you try.
You fucking brat, let's see, let's go.
Hey, calm down, you guys. This isn't the time for, this. It's gonna do us, it's not gonna do us any good. Gosh. Junipero sighed. Sometimes he wondered if the door and the puzzles were really the greatest challenge they faced. Same. Goddamn 7's collar is huge. I know, right? I bet you that thing could that thing could be a little what's a shade? It could be shade for like just a tiny village, just a tiny village. They're like, he just pulls out his collar and it's shade for the whole village. There you go. Oh man. Wait a minute. Wait here for a minute, alright? I'm gonna see if there's any other doors. They didn't respond, but Junpei wasn't in the mood for the conversation anyway. First, he examined the inner part of the numbered door. It wasn't, of course, shut tight. It was, of course, shut tight. On the left was a single short hallway that terminated almost immediately at a thick iron wall. Junpei doubted the wall could be moved. At last, he gave up and returned to the 727, who was tapping lightly on the wooden door. I feel like if he gets a running start, his collar would help him fly a little, just like and that would be beautiful. The door is the only option we got, right? Yeah, looks like it. There was a metal plank bolted above the door. It read operating room. If it was to be believed, the room on the other side of the door was an operating room. Something about it made Junpei feel nervous. Well, there's no point standing around. Might as well go in and see what's waiting for us. Seven grabbed the brass knob and slowly opened the door. The creak of the hinge sounded like the groan of an old woman. A chill sank its way down Junpei's spine. Quickly, he gathered the courage he could and took the first step into the room. Seven followed, with Clover right behind him. Part of the room just past the door was obscured by a screen. Clover's curiosity got the better of her, and she darted past Junpei and peered around the screen.
Yeah!
Her scream nearly blew out Junpei's eardrum, and he and Seven ran towards Clover to see what was frightening her. They rounded the screen, and the cause of her outburst was immediately clear. Damn, it's a dummy. What the hell is this? Is this a corpse? It was something that looked like a human lying across the sort of bed. No, not a bed. An operating table. The table sat in rusty steel lift, and a clutter of bright operating lights shone down on it from the ceiling. Slowly they approached. As they got closer to the body, it became clear that it wasn't a body at all. What the hell? That's a huge doll or something. Was that a huge doll or something?
A doll?
Clover did not look terribly comforted. Slowly she approached the operating table and looked as intently as possible, from as far away as possible, at the thing.
Phew.
Junpei could see her relax. You alright?
You alright? It's only a doll.
Oh wait, you're right, it's only a doll. Jeez, goddamn it. I'm so bad at reading right now.
Man, it scared me.
She heaved a great sigh of relief and wiped a few drops of sweat off her forehead. Seven smirked. Well, I guess it would have been weird if it actually had any balls.
Shut it. Don't start with me, fatty.
Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, snot stuff?
Yeah, bring it on, you will.
Oh, hey, guys, not again, okay? Seriously, knock it off. Junpei sighed and shook his head. Anyway, it looked like he got something. The two of you. Anyway, it looks like he got something the two of you could stand to have a little more of. I'm talking about a heart. Huh. Oh, this? You mean on his chest? Yeah. It was, It was set a little higher than normal for a human body, but it was the shape of an organ that could no doubt there be a heart.
Why would there be a heart in a doll?
I don't think it's a doll.
You think maybe it's like a medical mannequin or something?
Or maybe it's a little more, it's got more personal uses. Oh, don't be such a perv, Seven. Seven grinned. Was more than a little perverted. Clover glared at him. Anyway, how about we look around this place? Let's go.
Okay.
Sure thing. Oh, God.
Find a way out of this room. We got to find a way out. We got to seek a way out.
We gotta seek a way out, my dudes. Okay, what are we gonna do? First things first, on the rails. So I guess go this.
These dolls are really kind of creepy, you know.
Hey, it says something here. John.
You think the doll's name?
Maybe.
That thing is creepy.
I wonder why it's on the bed.
Hey, I wonder what this thing is. It says Teiji on the display.
You think maybe it's a scale? Okay, well then let's see the scale. Huh. There's some sort of lid on the thing.
Why don't we try opening it?
Can't. There's no handles. Can't get under it with my nails either. Something that looks like it could be a scale next to the operating table. There's a little lamp. Okay, well then what about this?
The operating table. Do you think the old operating tables look like this?
I have no idea. There you go. A white cloth. That's it? Just a white cloth? Okay, well then, forget you two. What about this thing? A medical mannequin with its guts showing.
Ew. Gross.
Hey, Chirapet. There's a slit in the thing's chest. Oh, yeah, sure is. There's something in there. Maybe we could get it out. Urgh. Damn it. Stick thing won't budge. Shuck.
Well, I guess we can't force it on this one then. We need something small that can fit into this hole.
Okay, well then, let's do that. Ooh, something small. We could get something small here. Scalpel. Let's search this thing. Scalpel. It's not rusty. Seems like, it was put here for a reason, huh?
Do you think, it's telling us to cut something?
Yeah, I do. Okay, what else is here? This thing?
None of this other stuff looks useful.
Yeah, it's pretty rusty. Are you sure? Are you sure? Fine. Whatever, Jason. Yeah, I get it. Okay. Seems that we could use, we could see these internal organs. Maybe we could use something to fit into the cracks and maybe take it out. Something. Okay. Maybe? Can we use the eternal? Like, maybe? No. Okay. Okay. Well, what's going on here? Puzzles! Yay! Back, Sonic EXE teleports to Bell's house. Oof. Okay, John the dummy, isn't... Wait. John the dummy's... Good shit. Give me... Okay. Let's see. What's in here? Or here. I didn't search this section of the room. It's locked.
We could probably find the key if we look somewhere. Let's look around.
Let's look somewhere else. Okay, fine. What about this way? This was the chemical closet, and then this is where we came from.
Juniper, where are you going?
Isn't that the door we came through? The only thing out there is a numbered door. Pretty sure I don't need to tell you that the numbered door is the one-way deal. Saying there's no point in going back there, huh? And they're nodding. Awesome. Awesome. I get that. I get that, Jason. They're locked. We're gonna need a key. Okay. Well then, let's turn around. Let's check this stuff.
The drawer is empty.
Yeah, nothing there. Well then, what about the top here? There's a whole bunch of bottles on the shelves. They look like medicine. They got labels, and they're all big medical words, and I don't understand. Yeah, hard to tell apart. Okay.
So a whole lot of medicine.
I wonder if one of these is a laxative. Oh my gosh, yes! Yes! He's thinking like I'm thinking. He's thinking if he poops out the bomb, we don't have to worry about anything. I'm pretty sure every one of us had the same idea. Wi-Fi doesn't work. That's